I have to say, I did not know it was his birthday today. I just was checking the birth date to clear up some things. So a Virgo, and honestly, his hand is a Virgo too. Very critical, especially self-critical. This person reflects a lot. Now, this person's hand, it's a bit different from the K-pop stars, other stars I've read, and it's a bit similar too. Like if we see first of all, which the similarity is that the Apollo mount developed like most of the other K-pop idols, especially those who are very good looking and very talented. So there he has that covered. But what he lacks a bit is the Venus mount. You see, it's not that prominent. It's good, but not that prominent. So this person, very introverted, might not show it outwardly. We see that the headline and lifeline are also joined, so that also shows a lot of introversion. What else I noticed, which is different from the other K-pop idols, is that his fingers, they are not straightforward, they are bent. So they show a philosophical mindset. They basically show that no matter how much this person tries to adjust to society's norms or like be like the other K-pop idols. And this is funny because I was mentioning that he has some very different things, and this is something not that he does on purpose, to be different. He is different because, as I said, the fingers, they are of a bent shape, of a philosophical shape. So they show this person to bring uniqueness to whatever he does. Like I haven't seen his songs or heard them, or of the bands, but if we see that if he does anything, it will be fully unique. There will be a very unique aspect to it. So moving on, we also see that besides Apollo being strong, Mercury mount, the Mount of Mercury, is also standing out. So that shows that the person, they are a very street smart. Now this is what actually saves him, because what happens is with the headline and lifeline joined, when you have these two mounts also developed, they show that the person, though introverted, when they have to be, they can become extroverted, or they become because the thing is, there is extroverted and introverted, they're basically personality types. So even many people who like go out in parties, they can be outwardly extroverted, but there are a lot that won't be inwardly. So I would say it's more of a balance in a sense, but this would balance it out basically. So this shows introversion. This would show that when the need arises, and the need for K-pop idol is always there, so they bring out that other side. But there is one hidden aspect which is a bit dangerous, and that is the critical nature, because this person has developed upper Mars and developed lower Mars, and a lack of Venus mount. So what happens is, Venus mount, it's going to be a little controversial what I'm going to say, but the Venus mount, it shows more of a warmth, more of a grace, more of a, what you say, a love of humanity in general. I'm not saying this person hates humanity. I'm saying what happens is that this shows our empathy and sympathy. So when this is less, and Mars, which shows our aggression, again, aggression, as I said, it's not a bad thing. Many famous celebrities, many people maybe you yourself, might have an aggressive personality. But aggression is something, like literally, aggression is something not to be taken as something negative, because aggression is what makes you wake up every day. Aggression is what makes you go to work. Aggression is like a person who is aggressive is actually, if we're going to use another term for the positivity sake, we would use driven. So the person is driven at many times. But what happens is, like with every one of us, sometimes we are very driven. And what happens is that we either get the thing, we either don't get the thing, and we become dissatisfied. So what happens is, the driven person, to be aggressive, to be positively aggressive, when you get the thing you want, be thankful for it. And when you don't get the thing you want, know that you will get it at a later date, because this is just something of our psyche. It's our personality, like that. Okay, so this person, he has to find this balance in life. He does have a good balance of hand. I would say that maybe the Apollo is a bit too much developed, but taking too much space. But the thing is that Mercury balances out, and then again, this person will have to learn through the ages, to find this balance. This person, even in the coming years, I would say these next 5 years, 26, this next 4 years would be a bit challenging. When this person will become very strong, like when this person will become more balanced, because he's trying to find the balance. The hand shows the potential for balance. He's trying to find that balance where he can like sympathize more, empathize more, or at least I would say, because even sympathy and empathy should not be an overdose of that. So he has to find that he must become sympathetic, empathetic, but also what do you say? Like how would you say? I forgot that word. Actually, it's not selfish. It's like, see, some people, they should be a bit self-centered, I could say, because what happens is, if you become too much giving, if you can become too much empathetic or sympathetic, people will use you. And literally, this happens that with especially like I want, and especially this happens. I would say it around the world. I can't even bring it to one nationality, one ethnicity. What happens is people try to you do a lot of them for them, but they don't. They will be grateful at the start, but they will then misuse your words or not help you when the need arises. So what happens when this happens, like how, why am I giving this example? Because this happens with a lot of us. This happens with a lot of us. This happens because what is this? This is part of growing up, basically. If you don't literally, if you don't make enemies, then there's something wrong with you. Literally, there's this thing. So what happens is this person, they will learn. This person will have more than those experiences. Now, I'm not saying that I don't know the band members that well, so I'm not saying it's the band members. It could be an acquaintance. It could be a friend. It could be again. I don't know the specifics of the band. If I knew more, like I know the specifics of the rock band Slipknot, so I would know this person could do this to that and that person because I'm indulged in that sort of music. So I'm not saying this will necessarily happen. That's why I was a bit afraid of bringing that part up because then people would be like, oh wait. Then I had this notion that group member. But again, I'm not against you guys having notions because you know more about me. When you request someone K-pop, especially a K-pop idol fan, I will always say that you know more of me. I can only give you a glimpse because I'm a personality reader. I'm not even like I would say that it's know thy future, but the truth is should be know thy personality because I'm a personality reader. So this person, basically what I'm saying is this person will have a lot of this happening to him. So what happens is when you get a lot of that happening, they will learn, and then at 30 there will be a very massive achievement by them. Then what will happen is, because this shows it's going towards the Saturn mount, so Saturn shows stability, emotional stability. What is happening to him is basically that he sees the world in a different way. So at that time he will either like meet someone who thinks in a different way, or what will happen is that he will just come to terms with the reality, and the reality is he cannot like find someone no, he cannot find a majority of people, a group that thinks like him, because he's unique. He was born to be unique, and he will always have unique thoughts. And when he comes to this reality, then you will see that at in his 30s he will be very, very successful. Now I don't know exactly K-pop idols when they retire what they do in their 30s, because most of the hands I'm reading are of people in their 20s, especially in their mid 20s. So I don't even know what they do in the late 20s. But when this person reaches his 30s, early, late, very late 20s, I would say 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, this time period, then he will make a very big achievement, and that is the balance in life. And that will also reflect on his career. That's what I'm saying. That will reflect on his career, on his relationships. So this person, these next 4 years will be personally a bit hectic for him, personally. But career-wise, it's going very well, because we see that the headline is long, the lifeline is long, and also, the lifeline is also throwing a branch outward. So this means that around the age of 60, he will move somewhere abroad. And then we also see that the heartline, it's very balanced. See, there's a lot of balance in this hand. It's a balance between Jupiter and Saturn. So this means that he is really trying to find the person who understands his thoughts on life, because he is done. He is literally done. He will try to convince people, or not convince people. Basically, he will try to find a very big group. A big, large segment. Like like in the way when a politician goes, he looks to this segment, oh, this mass segment, they will vote for me, I should target them. So he won't be like targeting them or anything. He will just be going there, and he will be seeing, oh, there's a majority group which thinks like me, and then he will find fulfillment. That is what he's trying to find, happiness. But right now, he is going well. His career will be going well. Money is not an issue. Nothing is an issue. But the personal life, he has to find out that when you're a unique thinker, you will not find many who think with you. And then he will find true love, maybe, and get married, etc., etc., have kids, 1 to 2 kids, or minimum 1. And these kind of things will happen. But they will happen after challenges. So challenges will come into his life. So these next 4 years for him will be very hectic. But he will make it through, because he has a good hand. He has a good heartline. That is very important for when people challenge you. He has an extremely good headline-lifeline combination, which shows that this person is a planner, and he is self-critical as well. He is a bit critical about a lot of things, but he is self-critical. And that is when we accept our mistakes, then we achieve a lot of success. When we accept our mistakes, even when the other person has, like condemned us, etc. But our mistake was trusting that other person. So he will find this balance in the early 30s. Thank you so much for who recommended this, and I hope you enjoy this video. I hope anyone, like whether they're K-pop idol fans or not, learn from this video. Thank you so much again. I look forward to making more videos like this. Thank you so much. Have a great day.